Hey folks, this is Hawk, and welcome back to Extra Life 2020 charity stream. Today we will be doing a little bit of World of Warcraft. This time it's going to be the modern era of World of Warcraft, the non-classical variety of World of Warcraft, in which we're doing a fun little thing I came up with, which is the old raid crawl. So for this, I'm just going to spend the next 2 hours going through various raids and trying to get the various rare mounts that can drop. And if one of them should drop, for every rare mount that drops, that is, I will be donating an additional $5 to my Extra Life charity stream. I've included a link to the charity, a little widget at the bottom of the Twitch page that you can, in fact, look at and you can donate through, rather than going to my actual page. And yeah, so that's something you can do. Let's see. As of now, we've raised over $1,150, which is absolutely incredible. I'm ever humbled by everyone's incredible generosity, especially in these dark times we're facing with COVID and all of that. So, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. It really means a lot to me. And so, that said, let's get started. Alright, so, in addition to, first raid is Ulduar with my little paladin right here. Level 111, not exactly level cap, but honestly far more than I need to do this dungeon, or raid rather. So, that's what we're going to do. We're going to start with Ulduar. The target in question is actually, I could probably show it. Let's see. Yes, here it is. This is the target, Mimiron's head. It is a giant floating gnome head, and it looks really freaking cool. So, if that drops, I'll be donating $5 to the stream. Well, to the charity thing. Yeah, that thing. Basically, yes, what's going on with that. Anyway, so we're gonna get started. This first encounter involves use of vehicles.
You'll find me wherever
as you got to see. So I have to take a vehicle, get it all the way to the end, and fight a big tank. And also take out one of these towers, otherwise I'll be locked out of loot, and that's no good.
Okay, let's move out. Get into your machines. I'll speak to you from here via the radio.
And honestly, the one real vehicle you need when soloing is just this one, because the Pyrite Barrel lets you do an obscene amount of damage to the boss. I mean, by now, honestly, you could probably do most of this without a vehicle, but you can't destroy these towers without a vehicle, so that's like the only thing you actually need these vehicles for. But considering the fact that this character is not level 120 and not decked out in Nyalotha gear, I'm not going to bother doing that. I'm just going to use this siege, or this is the, I think the vehicle this is, but either way, I would be using it to take out the boss. And then from there, it's all on foot.
Destroy the bunkers, and they'll be forced to fall back.
Alright, so it's just... And these guys just do so little damage just because this content is... Let's see... I'm pretty certain Ulduar came out in 2009? So yeah, this content's 11 years old. Man, feels like a lifetime ago, honestly. Because I remember I started playing, it was back during Wrath of the Lich King, and I started playing WoW, I want to say that was back in 2009, I think. And, yeah, I think it was just before Trial of the Crusader went live. Not that I ever actually... It was a long time before I did any of that content, because back then the journey from level 1 to level 80 was long. That was a very, very long journey that took, I want to say, about a solid 2 or 3 months, if not longer. But, so yeah, it's been a good 11 years. Of course, these guys are... It's honestly the longest part of the raid when you're soloing it, because just the vehicles are so slow. Way, see if I can... Nope. I cannot not aggro them. Hate double negatives, but that's just the way it is. Ah, come on. There we go. And as you can see, I've barely taken any damage, like... Yeah, it's like... Well, at the time was about 60,000 points of damage out of 2.6 million health. Ah, I should have done the hard mode for this. Oh well. So there is a trigger for this activity, which makes it turns it into a harder difficulty. I did not think to activate that, so that's my bad. I definitely should have thought of that. So I just gotta take out this last giant, and that will trigger the counter.
You've done it! You've broken the defenses of Ulduar! In a few moments we'll be dropping into... What's
and then move back.
Be careful! Something's headed your way! Quickly! Evasive action! Evasive action!
Flame Leviathan. Big boy.
Hostile entities detected. Threat assessment protocol active. Primary target engaged. Time minus 30 seconds to reevaluation. Alert. Static defense system failure. Global system failure.
Nice.
Defense protocol breached. Leviathan unit shutting down.
Oh, Lord. And then sometimes there's a weird bug where any remnants of these guys that don't despawn will go and start attacking
I'm out of
you.
range. I need to target something first.
And
I can't attack
then I can't use my movement now or go any faster, so then that's annoying. Alright, there we go. First one down. Ooh, nice! Now, it's not a mount, mind you, but, however, I am on... One of the reasons my paladin is here is, this character is working on getting 30 fragments of Valinir to form the Shattered Fragments of Valinir. And that basically is part of a long quest line to get a old legendary mace, which isn't really going to be helpful nowadays, but one, it's great for transmog, and second, it is also an achievement associated with it, and when it comes to WoW, I feel like I'm a little bit of a completionist, so, you know, there's that. Alright, gather up some dudes. And honestly, you can make a decent amount of gold from soloing these old raids. Like, you have to do quite a few of them to really make meaningful amounts of gold, but it is a good way to make some gold.
Get closer.
But I also hear that with the buff that went live, that for players that are of appropriate level, there is a buff right now for what is it? Oh yeah, reputation. And that and with more reputation, if you're exalted with the various Zandalar factions or Culture-S factions, depending on your whether you're Alliance or Horde, you will get, if you're exalted and you rank up with them again, you get that Paragon package or whatever it's called, and you can get a lot of gold that way too. So, and since you can rank up that faction rep much faster right now with a 100% increase buff, which is live until, I'm pretty certain it's live until, like, oh yeah, Shadowlands pre-patch, that's what it was. Which, God knows when that is, because Shadowlands isn't even in beta yet.
Safe travels.
Alright, let's do this. Got about a minute and 40 seconds to kill both turrets. Yeah, so I should explain this encounter. In short, basically you have to kill these guys and buy the turret teams time to basically build those little turrets, which I will then fire, and they will latch onto the big dragon up there, and then the big dragon comes down, and then we kill the dragon, get loot. So basically, ye olde Dungeons and Dragons, almost. And he's well out of range, so I can't actually hit him. Oh. I think the first turret's ready to go. So then it fires and attaches to the boss. And then just gotta wait until the next one goes live. Better go help them out real quick. There we go. That's 2 down. The music is an odd choice for this part.
I need to target something. I'm out of range.
Alright, next one's going live.
Move quickly! She won't remain grounded for long!
It's too hard.
I love how Deadly Boss Mods added the Final Fantasy victory music in for every, I mean, there's other options, but it's just, it works so well, and I love it. Now for this guy, we'll be triggering his hard mode, or I'll try to. Oh! Whoops. So what was supposed to happen there, I was just going to damage him a little bit. His little heart object would come out. We destroy the heart object, and he goes berserk, and then it activates hard mode, which would have gotten more loot, and potentially another fragment of Valinir, but that did not happen, as you can see. So we're just gonna go onward and pretend that didn't happen. But, in any case, move onward. Did he not loot that one? Oh, nah, it's just meat. Don't need meat. I don't have anything good in mining. Nope. I always loved the atmosphere and music of Ulduar. Such a cool raid instance. I even remember raiding this back in the day when it was, you know, when the content was relevant. Man, that was fun. We never actually got, my guild never got past Hodier, but it was a lot of fun to do. We kept trying to push them to do hard ones. Like, oh no, we're not ready for that. Which, probably we're not ready in retrospect.
Nothing short of total execution will suffice shall not be undone.
Alright, take out old Ruby here. Ah. Good thing that you can't die from that guy falling on top of you.
You've defeated the Iron Council and unlocked the
I got
Archivum.
one of
Well
those little
done,
companions.
lads.
Sweet. Alright. Now he's down. We're gonna go and... Yeah, it's a little unorthodox, but honestly I think I might just go to Algalon next. I mean, he's an optional boss, just like that Flame Master and Razor Scale were, but still, it's an extra shot at getting one of these Fragments of Alanir, and I'm always down for that. So, just gonna go over there and... Ooh. Not to mention all this cloth. This cloth here is gonna be great to sell, too. Just because people still make the various types of bags, for even like the netherweave ones from Burning Crusade, people still use those and make them, just because honestly, of all the bags, they're definitely the cheapest to make, and they're great for alts. And there's certainly going to be a hell of a lot of alts, all the new allied races. I mean, hell, the Horde play as little bipedal foxes called the Volpera, which are very cute. Alright, here we go. Now this is a really cool part. This used to be a heroic only encounter, and you had, back then, I think it was only an hour of attempts on it, and then Algalon would despawn and you would have to wait till the next week. And apparently he was brutal. He was really, really hard. So,
We did it,
let's wait
lads.
for him to
We got here before Algalon's arrival. Maybe we can rig the systems to interfere with his analysis.
And there he is, Mr. Star Constellation himself.
Translocation complete. Commencing planetary analysis of Azeroth.
I wonder if Algalon will ever come back. He's been gone a long time.
Stand back, mortals. I'm not here to fight you.
I mean, spoiler alert, he was going to be sending a message to a Pantheon that was pretty much
It is
long
in the
dead,
universe's
or
best interest
sealed
to
away.
re-originate this planet should my analysis find systemic corruption. Do not interfere.
I'm gonna interfere. I'm gonna do it.
I'll head back to the Archivum
Your
and see if I can
actions
jam his
are
signal.
illogical.
I might be able to
All
buy us some time
possible
while you
results
take
for
care
this
of him.
encounter have been calculated. The Pantheon will receive the Observer's message regardless of outcome. See your
Now this
world
part's
through
so
my
cool.
eyes.
I love
A
like
universe
this.
so vast as to be immeasurable, incomprehensible
That is so
even
cool.
to your greatest minds.
This is the change of Skybox to this.
Behold the
Oh.
tools of creation.
And yeah, normally it's not that fast to take him out. Back in the day, he was hard. Still cool as shit. And no Valinir fragment, but that's okay.
I have seen worlds bathed in the Maker's flames, their denizens fading without so much as a whimper. Entire planetary systems born and raised in the time that it takes your mortal hearts to beat once. Yet all throughout, my own heart devoid of emotion, of empathy.
He's got some cool
I
RP.
have felt nothing. A million lives wasted. Had they all held within them your tenacity? Had they all loved life as you do? Perhaps it is your imperfection, that which grants you free will, that allows you to persevere against all cosmically calculated odds.
Meanwhile, taking out the rest of this raid.
Titan's own perfect creations have failed. I've rearranged the reply code. Your planet will be spared. I cannot be certain of my own calculations anymore. I lack the strength to transmit the signal. You must hurry. Find a place of power close to the skies.
AKA Dalaran. Because when you...
I know just the place. Will you be alright?
Do not worry about my fate, Bronzen. If the signal is not transmitted in time, reorigination will proceed regardless.
Oh, man.
Save your world.
Yeah, so first time you take out Algalon, you get a quest where you take the his reply code and set it up from up in
I don't
Dalaran.
have a target.
And then just a little RP. They actually had to patch it because since it was so easy to solo, almost every other minute, like Ronan in Dalaran would be doing this little RP. Citizens of Dalaran, raise your eyes to the skies and observe. Blah 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 blah. Like every time I was in Dalaran, just be hearing it go off over and over and over and over again. It was... I'm glad they fixed it, 'cause now only the player who activated it will hear it.
You will suffer for this trespass.
I need a target. I don't have
I am released from his grasp. At last.
There we go. Huh. I never noticed you could see through the ice there. I wonder if that's a new glitch. Ooh, very nice. That's 2 fragments today. Always good. I wonder what Northern Barrier looks like. Not that I use shields much. That's pretty cool. I'll have to hold on to that. If it is a BOE, I'll probably sell it, maybe get some money for the transmog. Take out this one next. Oh, sweet, another one. I'm ranking them in today. I mean, unfortunately, I'm definitely not going to be able to get the entire quest completed today. Definitely not, just because they're soulbound and only one character can pick them up. So yeah, pretty much just have to run this raid. And I can only do this raid once a week, like all of the raids, so pretty much
too far away.
could be many months before I complete this quest line.
I need to target something
But
first.
still, it's got halfway there, so that's pretty cool, I'd say. And if I ever need to transmog, I'll have a character that... Actually, I have a couple characters to transmog. Oh, I can take my Death Knight and give him legendary maces. That'd be funny.
I don't have a target.
Alright.
Interlopers! You mortals who dare to interfere with my sport
Because
will
that
pay.
legendary mace is a healer mace,
Wait.
and Death Knights don't exactly have a
I
healer spec.
remember
I mean, they can self-heal something
in
fierce,
the
but
mountains. But you,
it's just a funny thought, honestly.
Thorin, my lord, why else would these invaders have come into your sanctum but to slay you?
I'm out of
They
range.
must be stopped.
I
And
need
fun
to
fact,
target
originally you
something
could
first.
not solo this encounter because if there was just one person in the corridor and nobody in that
I don't
arena,
have a
it
target.
would auto-wipe the
destroy
group.
them!
And that was not good.
I need a target. I need to get closer.
So I just got a in order to do the hard mode for this activity, or this encounter, you have to basically get up to Thorum here within 3 minutes. And as you can see, I've got plenty of time to spare. Even if I get stuck.
Impertinent whelps!
And there we go.
You dare challenge me atop my pedestal?
And that activates hard
I
mode.
will crush you myself.
Impossible! Lord Thorin, I will bring your foes a
There
frigid
you
death!
are.
And you get 2 boxes of
You
loot,
fiend! You are not my beloved. Be gone!
which gives you an extra shot at one of those legendary
Behold
fragments.
the hand behind all the evil that has befallen Ulduar. Left my kingdom in ruins, corrupted my brother, and slain my wife.
Nope, not this time.
And now it falls to you, champions, to avenge us all. The task before you is great, but I will lend you my aid as I am able. You must prevail.
And now it's on to Freya. Yeah, Freya. And yes, you might have noticed a lot of these names are very Norse mythology inspired, just because that's kind of Blizzard's shtick when it comes to WoW. They take a bunch of like mythical or fictional names, creations, entities, storylines, and pretty much just repurpose them in WoW. For example, all those old gods and other stuff like Cthulhu, Yogg-Saron, and N'Zoth, and Yasharj are basically all just, well, based off of Lovecraftian deities. Like, Cthulhu is... although they're very different, the name and spelling is very close to that of Cthulhu.
I need to target something.
Yogg-Saron is like Yogg-Sahath, and N'Zoth is close to Azathoth, just ever so slightly. Yeah, I love all the loot you get here, this is nice. And I'm also glad I upgraded that satchel of mine. Just having more inventory space when you're soloing a raid is a good thing, because your bags fill up so fast. So we're just gonna gather up a few guys, just because who doesn't want a little extra gold in their life? Whoops. There we go, now it's activated. Alright, now let's go target Freya. It's a very nice, relaxing, naturey place. So for her hard mode, basically you just don't kill those elders there. There's like 3 giant trees of various types in here. And normally this encounter, again, is also very hard.
Can see clearly once more.
But
Thank you.
oh,
Your
there's
house.
the loot. Yeah, honestly, that's just the motif for a lot of raids. Like, there's only a handful of encounters that you still have to actually like pay attention and like handle. Well, that's not true. The final encounter of this raid, Yogg-Saron, if you dick around and not do the part with... If you mess around too much in the early phase, you can still wipe, but that's only if you don't know what you're doing. Or if anything should like randomly go wrong, but that's really rare. Of course, now that I said that, I probably jinxed myself. And before, actually, let me check my inventory. Oh yeah, we're fine. I'm gonna do this next encounter, and I'm gonna empty out my bags of their loot. So honestly, it's like, doing these little raids is kind of like, almost like Halloween. It's like, you go around, you get a bunch of goodies, and
I
then
don't
you
have
just
a
go and
target.
deposit it. You all just deposit it all somewhere. In this case, all this is just vendor trash, so it's easy gold. Oh, right, yeah. And so for this hard mode, I bet you can't guess what you gotta do. Do not push this button. I wonder what will happen when I do press this button.
Self-destruct sequence initiated. This area
Now
will
why did
self-destruct.
you go and do something like that?
Look.
Didn't you see the sign that said, "Do not push this button"? How
I
will
need
we
to-
finish testing with the self-destruct mechanism active?
So basically, with this encounter, you have to complete it within 10 minutes, or the room
Wonderful.
explodes and you die.
Marvelous results.
Horribly.
Hull integrity 98.9%. Barely.
But as you can see, I'm through phase 1
Right
pretty
along.
quickly. Yeah, honestly, this part, you just have to watch out for fires. That's literally all you need to worry about. That is the new mechanic of hard mode for Mimiron here is, with the self-destruct button active, fires start happening, which normally does not happen in the original encounter, which makes it harder because then you have to worry about your positioning, which could put you in very bad places really fast.
This area will self-destruct in 9
And as you can see, the
minutes.
fire spreads. Yeah, well, fire probably won't hurt me too much. Oh yeah, it's not even hurting me at all.
Friends. Your efforts have yielded some
But still,
fantastic data.
standing in fire is not something you should ever make a habit of in WoW. Ever. Oof. Is it hot in here or is it just me?
Isn't it beautiful? I call it the magnificent aerial
This is fine.
command unit.
Love to get a
Preliminary
screenshot.
testing phase complete. Now comes the true test.
I don't have a target.
What?
I need a target.
Oh man, the fire's getting out of control. But then again, I guess that's just fire in a nutshell.
This area will self-destruct in 8 minutes.
Gaze upon its magnificence. Bask in its glorious glory. I present you with D07
Override code A905.
And yes, that thing was called Voltron.
It would appear
Oh.
that I made a slight miscalculation. I allowed my mind to be corrupted by that fiend in the prison, overriding my primary directive. All systems seem to be functional now. Clear.
Ooh, I didn't have that yet. What's that look like? That's pretty cool. I didn't even know I didn't have that. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's that way. At the very least, for the final boss, you are guaranteed to get a Fragment of Valinir when you do it on hard difficulty. Which I will explain once I get to that point. Buff myself. And I would do the train, but that would take time, and it's a shame because the train is really cool. You get to see a lot of pretty environments as you're running around. Alright, now for the next part, which is selling all this loot. Oops, right, can't sell that. That's okay, I can probably put that on the auction house later. Yeah, I'll just leave those rune dorms there. Alright.
For real.
Nice. Got a decent amount of gold from just that. I mean, I'm still not even done. There's 2 more bosses to go. Let's see. Shattered Walkway. That's the one I want.
Something first.
And speaking of old gods, the reason I bring that up is Yogg Saron is the final boss of this raid. And all his creepy ass minions, like this faceless horror, even though I'm pretty certain it does have a face. I mean, that looks like an eye to me. I don't know about you guys, but that looks like an eye. And that's a nose of sorts. It's like a warped version of Davy Jones from Pirates of the Caribbean. Like, even the older version of those models, like, they updated the model of that creature. I think it was for this expansion, for Battle for Azeroth, because also old got themed to an extent. As a way of salvaging the story, but... In any case, yeah, so, that thing had a face. It definitely had a face. Must have loved the music for this part. Don't ask him, but wow, that's floating there. I have no idea. Now on to the second to last boss, General Vezax. And his hard mode involves waiting like 5 minutes for his little vapor pools to form into a giant creature that you then kill, and honestly, I don't really have the patience to do that. So, just gonna do this encounter normal. Gather up all the bad guys. There we go. Oh.
I'm out of range.
Oh, I forgot about all the casters. It's hard to AoE these guys down.
I need to
Oh well. Those days when there's one part of Warlords of Draenor that I do miss, but just barely, which was the multi-strike stat. That was insanely handy for soloing shit. Wiped out entire groups so fast if you're not a mage. And take out the axe.
Destruction. The rage of what others await.
There we go. And now on to Yogg-Saron. We'll be doing hard mode, as you can see. In order to activate hard mode, you basically have to have... Well, there's like a whole bunch of levels of difficulty for this one. It involves those keepers, like Thorum, Mimrod, Freya, and Hodir. And by talking to each one and having them come down here to help you, it makes the fight significantly easier. And so, in order to do hard mode, you have to have none of these guys down here with you. And so, that's actually how you allegedly still get the mount as a rare drop. So, that's what we're gonna do.
The time to strike at the head of the beast will soon be upon us. Focus your anger and hatred on his minions. Let hatred and rage guide your blows. Yes, show them no mercy.
So first you have to destroy ads around
I don't have a target. I need to target something.
and their explosions damage this Sarah character, and she reveals her true form.
The fiend of 1,000 faces. Cower before my true form.
Which is Yogg-Saron.
Before the god of death.
I need to get closer.
And yeah,
I don't have a target.
not facing him right now.
I need to target
Oh,
something
so for
first.
this I need to quickly kill all these guys.
It is done. All have
I'm out of range.
which must
Tremble,
be given.
mortals, before the coming of the
See the
end.
dragon's soul.
It's too far
That
away.
terrible glow. Should that be?
I need a target.
Whoop.
Yes, it must. Yes.
Basically I have 35 seconds to get through this and I took them all out.
His brood learned their lesson before too long.
Shit,
You
this isn't
will
good.
soon learn yours.
If I don't get there fast enough, I'm gonna be in trouble. Oh, that was close.
I'm out of
On the
range.
true face of death.
It's like the one part of this
Know that
encounter
your
that's
end
dangerous.
comes. Your fate is sealed. The end of days is
Yeah.
finally upon you.
As you can see, Yogg-Saron is very
Inhabit this miserable little
ugly creature.
seedling.
With mouths for eyes. But yeah, that was close. Like, I just kept getting stunned at really bad points. Like, just RNG can really screw you in this encounter. Alright, the Fragment Valenier, very nice. Rude Orb. And Moment of Truth, nope, don't look like I got it. Not today, it seems. So, yep, that's the end of that encounter, or the end of that raid. But up next we have Hellfire Citadel with my Demon Hunter, in which case I'll be going for... Actually, I don't know, maybe I'll go with... Yeah, I'll do Dragon Soul instead, because there's 2 mounts, or 3 mounts there. I'm gonna do that one real quick.
Glad I could help!
I'm gonna park my character outside the instance, and we'll go from there. Shame I didn't get the mount, but ah well. Just the way it is. There are no guarantees when it comes to mount hunting. And so we're going to switch over characters, and then we'll be right back. Not going to stop stream though. It's going to be a quick little switch over to my rogue for Dragon Soul. Also gotta quickly make a few items. Let's see. Alright, here's my mailbox.
Interesting.
Alright, there's the arcane crystals I need.
Very well then.
Alright, what was I looking for? Oh yes. Gotta transmute some Arcanite real quick. Send them to my Death Knight. Oh wow, that just proc 2.
Good day to you. Very good.
Right. And now for Dragon Soul. This was the end raid for World of Warcraft Cataclysm, released back in 2010. Oh. Wait, no, it was 2011, right, sorry. No, it was 2011 this came out. Cataclysm came out in 2010.
Wormrest Accord, attack!
As quickly as we can.
They have broken our defenses.
This is definitely... Most of the encounters here are very easy. It's like the second to last one. If you're solo, you really have to be on the ball, because one mistake and you die.
Advance to the front!
All is lost.
The siege must be broken! Wormrest Accord, defend the line!
Alright, that's first guy down.
The tower
Oops.
The Twilight's hammer is retreating. The temple is ours. Fortify your positions within.
Change over combat log. Huh. Was it always a Interesting. Was it always a bronze dragon for this one? Unless it changes color. Yep, more old god stuff. These are various minions of N'Zoth, who only just showed up in the most recent expansion, Battle for Azeroth. After many years of build-up. Alright.
Out of range. I need to target something first.
And I don't really need to hunt these guys down, just because the moment I aggro the boss, they're all going to charge at me. As you can see, hit all of them with that ability I have. That's very nice.
I don't have a target.
Alright. Now just make a beeline over. Actually, should I just put that on my. Oops, that's not the right one. That's my mailbox. It's not what I need.
A single general remains. You must make haste.
That's what I do. So there are 3 mounts that can drop here. Well, actually more than that, but the ones I'm focusing on are Experiment 12B. Let's see. And then, oh yes, I just need Reigns of the Blazing Drake. I already have Lifebinder's Handmaiden, which I got my first attempt, which never happens. And unfortunately for this one, I'm pretty certain I do need to kill all these, because I know I ignored one of these tentacles and I like glitched out and got disconnected. Like, I mean, that was years ago, but still, I don't want to risk that.
I need to target something.
So instead, I'm just gonna be safe and kill the big Gorath tentacle things of doom and destruction.
Too far away. I need a target. I'm out of range.
Alright. For one, it wasn't letting me loot. That was really weird. Maybe I had a little bit of lag. I don't know. The world may never know. I sure as hell won't.
It's too far away. I need to target something first. I need to get closer.
There we go.
I don't have a target.
Interesting that they're not in range of each other for AoE loot to gather it all up. Alright. Oops, wrong ability. Roll the bones. I got a good one. Very roguelike ability. Roll the dice and see what beneficial ability you get. Alright. Ooh, nice. Let's make sure I convert any of my tokens, because that does increase their value. Who doesn't love making extra gold? And now for long RP section.
The flow of darkness abates. It seems you truly are the heroes of legend. The aspects have already gathered and await your arrival. Go now.
And yes, you may have noticed she's referring to me as if I was multiple people. That's because the dialogue was written with the intent that it's not just one person farming this, that it was an entire raid group of 10 to 25 people heroically running this encounter for over a year while they waited for the next expansion, aka Missa Pandaria. Alright. And now just wait for them to chat.
The power of the dragon's soul is too great. I cannot wield it safely. Legion forces within it.
What if I take a selfie? Little thrall here.
Then truly, we are lost.
Not necessarily. I believe...
I'll have to check that picture later.
Yes.
It just might
I don't need background
work.
filters though. How do you get background filters?
The focusing iris within the Eye of Eternity may allow us to converge the magical matrix contained within the Dragon Soul.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll take a picture with them all.
We can finally turn Deathwing's own power back against him.
He does not look happy.
I sense danger. It is a trap, carefully laid for us at this crucial moment.
Oh yeah, that's right, F9.
We have no choice. We must have faith in
Of course, they're all bigger than me, so it makes screenshots a little awkward sometimes.
Then I will open the way into the Eye of Eternity. You must not fail, heroes. The future of Azeroth hinges on your actions.
I haven't seen North Stormers since this expansion. That's been, man, 9 years since North Stormer's been absent. Unless he's been involved with some Legion stuff, or Battle for Azeroth stuff, but I don't think he has. I'll have to check myself on that fact later.
Even with the aspect of time on your side,
I need
you
to target something
foolishly
first.
into a trap. Don't scream just yet, little pups. We'll cleanse this world of your comes.
I don't have a target. I can't attack.
I don't know who's trapped though.
I need to target something first.
And there are no hard modes for this. Well, technically, there's just heroic, which is typically more health and nasty abilities. So, and that's what I'm on right now, on Mythic difficulty, or heroic, sorry. Mythic is later. That was added in for, I think it was, oh yeah, Mythic was added during Mists of Pandaria for Super Metroid, which is at the very end of today's list, but I really doubt we're gonna get it.
Not one of you will live. Swagger all you like. You pups don't stand a chance. Flee now while you can. You cross the storm, buddies. I'll slaughter you all.
And also down very quickly. And now we're on to the next boss, who does drop a mount. Ultraxian, who drops Experiment 12B, which is one I've been hunting for a while. Of course, then I decided to wait through a bunch of roleplay.
Speak freely,
Praise
friend.
the Titans. They have returned.
Not
entirely
unexpected. Excellent. We will begin the ritual at once.
The ritual will take much from us.
Play with some of my various
It
toys.
requires a very piece of our being.
And yes, that is a demonic bird on top of my head.
Heroes, this burden falls to you once again.
PP's alive and
You
well.
must protect us from Deathwing's forces, while we imbue the dragon's soul with the power of the aspects. Speak to me when you are ready to begin.
Oh, I'm stunned, right? What card did I find? Oh, rare Hearthstone card, but... Alright, anyway.
Loktar, friend. What is it you wish?
While they're doing an RP, play with more toys. You're in the wrong zone. Well, that's annoying. Ooh, I love that.
It is good to see you again, Alexstrasza. I have been busy in my absence.
Don't want to upset any of my buffs I have right now.
Sent to mindless abominations, bent only to my will. It was a very painful process.
What if I can quit this one too? Oh, yes, I can.
They are my clutch no longer. Bring them down.
I look utterly ridiculous right now. Oh yeah, I gotta be hunting something. Oh, there. Where'd the dragons go? Oh, there's one. Yeah, for this part I basically gotta kill a couple of dragons. Well, like, 14 dragons apparently. Thankfully, I have guns now. It would be a nightmare as a melee DPS with just crappy throwing knives.
I need to target something first.
I mean, there's some that come down within melee range, but it's just a lot of waiting.
I don't have a target.
Yeah, I know.
I need a target. I need to target something first.
Alright, he's next, I think. Yep.
I don't have a target. I need a target. I need to target something first. I need to get closer.
3 left. And then we fight a really big dragon, and maybe he'll give me a cool dragon mount.
I need a target.
Well, only one way to find out. There we go, last one. As I look utterly ridiculous. I'll take a picture of that just without the filter.
Mere whelps, experiments, a means to a greater end. You will see what the research of my clutch has yielded.
Oh, good old Deathwing.
Nefarian, Onyxia, Sinestra, they were nothing. Now you face my ultimate creation.
I think your ultimate creation wasn't all that great. It was just a giant dragon that was also a bomb.
The sun sets on your pitiful mortal existence.
Oh, and for a little quick lore dump, Mizoth was responsible for the corruption of Ulduar, or
the chaos,
whatever the hell Deathwing's old name used to be.
And the beginning of the end. The shadow.
But yeah, because of Mizoth, Deathwing there went crazy, and
which told your doom.
now here is big ol' Atraxian.
Look upon your death, mortal, and despair.
There's the big dragon.
Is the hour of twilight. Strength of the earth, hear my call. Shield them in this dark hour. The last defenders of Azeroth.
I don't have a target.
And down he goes. Let's see if we got it. Nope, I did not. But
it is
I did
done.
get this.
Our power now resides within the Dragon Soul. Our fate lies with you, Earthwarder.
Teresa, Cairn, Agra, I will not fail you. I will not fail this world.
Well,
I'll just let the cutscene run, what the hell. Definitely the Dragon Soul. Would be nice if they're all aimed a little better, but... Alright, let's start this next encounter.
100% pure.
Just gotta get through this and spine, and then we get to the part that drops another mount.
It's not tragic to die. Go ahead, fool. Everything depends on our speed. We can't let the destroyer get away.
Alright, just a matter of
Our
waiting
engines are
this
damaged.
encounter
We're
to
sitting
start.
ducks up here.
You won't get near the master. Dragon Riders, attack!
All hands to battle stations. This monster's away from the ship.
I need to target something first.
What if I can target them from over here?
It's
Nope,
too far
they're out of
away.
range.
I'm out of range.
Push before it does more damage.
I don't have a target.
Oriana,
I need a
give
target.
them hell!
Oh, gotta get into that swirly thing so it does less damage to the ship. Huh, not too much damage at all. So it's usually really random how much damage those things do. Oh, now it updated. That's weird.
I need to get closer.
Oh, there he is. Wait for the guy to... Don't want that little guy to get into the engine room because then he explodes because he's got a bomb, and then that causes a lot of damage. It's the last thing we need.
Give them hell!
I need to target something.
Seems to be lagged behind a little bit. It doesn't update damage right away.
I don't have a target.
And it still hasn't updated. That's really weird.
I'm out of range.
I just wonder if it's bugged.
Oriana, give them hell!
Oh, gotta make it there in time. Alright. We're good. Nope. Of course, the dragon's still out of range, so I can't hurt it. Seems like a lot of these encounters are waiting.
Oriana, give them hell!
I don't have a target.
That was close.
I need a target. I need to target something first.
And real quick.
Concentrate everything on the armored Drake.
Alright, War Master Blackhorn's coming down, they'll be able to damage him. Plus he'll be siphoning health from this dragon. And I just have to wait. Be able to damage him enough. And eventually the dragon runs away.
I need to target something.
There we go. Counter's over. And now we go on to face Deathwing. And on to the next, the hardest encounter.
Let me guess. You got in over your head?
Huh. DBM's acting like I wiped on the
Causes
encounter.
hesitation. And hesitation.
Let's skip this cutscene. So basically, as you can see, I'm on Deathwing's back now.
Plates. He's coming up. Don't worry about me. Stop the destroyer.
I don't have a target.
Ain't you following, Darini?
I need a target.
Alright. Huh. Alright, there we go. For some reason it's not showing me that the warnings about when Deathwing's about to roll. I have to pay very close attention to chat right now. Because for a reason, there used to be messages that show up on the top of the screen. Hi, Deathwing. And yeah, for some reason it's not showing up, which is annoying. It's going to make this encounter even harder. So basically, I have to gather up all these bloods, and then get one of those little, big metal things to come out when I destroy a corruption. Let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 corrupted bloods. I need 9. And and I have to stay tethered to this because if I don't, Deathwing will knock me off his back, and that is not fun.
You are less than dust.
1, 2, 3.
Only to be brushed from my back.
Need one more, and this gets a lot faster. Let's wait for the next roll.
I need to target something first.
And now for this part, you pretty much just have to run back and forth like a crazy person.
You are less than dust, fit only to be brushed from my back.
And the trick for this is you just gotta tab target and just run back and forth, back and forth. Alright, he's gone supernova. Damage to hurt me.
I don't have a target.
As you can see,
I need to get closer.
Taking time. Alright, good. This part's honestly the scariest, because if I mess up, I mean, not like it's gonna matter too much, but right, left.
I need a target.
Right. Shit. Left. Right. I don't want to do too much damage to that guy. See? Yep, he's ready.
Tenacity is admirable, but pointless. You ride into the jaws of the apocalypse.
Yeah, sure I do, Deathwing.
I need to target something first. I don't have a target.
Go. Should be enough. Oh shit, stupid.
I need to target something first.
Just gotta do this one more time, and I got this encounter in the bag.
Brushed from my back.
And if you get knocked over, that's instant death. Or knocked off, rather. Get close. Pick up the next one.
Claim what you can, heroes.
Alright. There we go. Got this real quick. Come on, damn it. Oh, there we go. Basically, you get shot again. The cinematics are kind of slow for some reason anyway. Loot. And now we're on to the next encounter. The last encounter, rather.
The destroyer has met his end. Now we can begin to heal our world.
You have accomplished the impossible. Succeeded where all Azeroth feared you would fail. Before you is the cache of the aspects. Take from it what you will, for you have more than earned the right.
But as you can see, we are not done yet.
Although you may want to hurry.
But this part's arguably way easier.
Mukhtar, friend. What is it?
You have done nothing! I will tear your world apart!
I will bring you closer to the
It's
Emerald.
too far away.
Seek safety there when the fight becomes too intense.
That's one down. So basically, just gotta destroy all these components of Deathwing, including these big-ass tentacles.
I don't have a target.
I will cleanse whatever corruption I can. My fire will not harm you.
I'm out of range.
That's a relief. And as you can see, Deathwing's health goes down every time you take down one of his little bits. And yeah, he's a big dragon right there. Not even really a dragon anymore, it's just a swirling mess of tentacles and fire and death.
I will slow the destroyer's attacks when I can.
But we're almost done. And then we'll be on to Hellfire Citadel.
Deathwing, the destroyer, the end of all things. Inevitable, indomitable, I am the Cataclysm!
You were
Press the attack, heroes!
And Deathwing is
Excellent
down.
work. The fire of my heart glows with a brilliant purity unmatched. Every spark of it I will channel into the dragon soul.
Now watch as they blow him the hell up. Oh, I never noticed that dragon there. And kaboom! Deathwing is no more. Now the question is, did we get him out? The answer is no. We did not. But that is alright. Now let's find... Ah, there's the entrance, down that way.
Potential customer!
Alright, so now we'll go on to Hellfire Citadel, which will honestly probably be the where we finish up the stream. I don't think I'll be able to necessarily get to Arkham at the end, just because that's gonna take some time, but never know. Unstable Tendril. I'll just try selling that. But yep. 2 raids in, unfortunately no mount, but that's just the way it is sometimes. Alright. Oh, it's all that. And now we log on to the Demon Hunter for Hellfire Citadel for the final 45 minutes of the stream. So don't change that station or turn that dial or anything like that, because we'll be back in a few seconds. And WoW's running on an SSD card, so it's going to be even faster. Be like, no time passed at all. Just like that. Huh, I got mail. Let's check that real quick.
Pleased to meet you.
A bunch of stuff expired. That's alright. I will get that later. Actually, I lie. I will take that. And Dreadmaw. Take that. Now just... So my auctions expired. That's okay. I will just post them up later. In the meantime, however, make sure this is set to Mythic. Yep. Set to Mythic. Very good. And now we just gotta do this. I mean, I only have to do this encounter one more time, then I'll be able to skip half of this range.
Stand,
It's too far away.
Our enemies march upon the foot of this mighty citadel. Be on guard.
But in order to do that, I actually got both these guys.
I'm out of range. I need to get closer.
Definitely want to be higher level.
It's too far away.
It's still very good. And they originally this first encounter is actually, not that it's started yet, was impossible to solo originally, but then they changed it so that the ammunition does some damage, which you'll see.
I don't have a target.
But first, gotta take him out. And take out everybody pretty much.
I need to get
Probably like one
closer.
part of the counter that takes forever. Let's see.
I'm out of range. I need to target something first.
There we go.
I need to get closer. I need a target.
I think I've got everybody. Oh, no, I missed someone.
I need to target something first.
Reporting for duty.
Inspect our defenses now. Ready to go.
We'll take that out.
Attack!
Oh, to go around, that's annoying.
Move out!
Alright, now it's gonna take out that last group, and then the boss counter will start.
I need a target.
To arms!
And now the mount in question we're going after is none other than the Fell Steel Annihilator. So that's the next one we're going for. Don't know if we'll actually make it to that in the stream, but we'll certainly try.
I can't attack that target.
So, for this encounter, I basically have to grab ammo from mobs from the vehicles as I destroy them, put them in the cannons, and they fire at the door, which is over there. And also have to protect the cannons at the same time, which
I don't have a target.
gets progressively more challenging, but since since the ammo does a lot of damage now, this basically makes the encounter much more soloable.
It's too far away. I need to get
And thanks to the Heart of Azeroth, I now have some more ranged attacks through Concentrated Flame. Concentrated, yeah. Not concentrated, two different things.
I need a target.
Cannons on the way!
Alright, come bring me a cannon. Ooh, 2 cannons. It must be my birthday. No, it's not. Oops, should probably take out that one.
Strike them down! Destruction!
That's my line.
Fire in the hole!
There we go. Now it's gotta take this and put it there. Take out that annoyance. Alright. Have both cannons firing at the same time. Faster. Oh, forgot one. As you can see, it's already taken half its health and damage just from this. Gotta keep that guy from
Destroy them!
I don't have a target.
Fire in the hole!
Attack!
Thank God for this change. It makes it much easier to solo. Like, it was doable as a demon hunter originally, but now it's like trivial.
Destruction!
Destroy that.
You want something done right, you have to do it yourself!
Oh, I will take that thing. Got something new, huh? What was it? That's pretty cool.
The might and invention of the Fell Horde! The fury of Hellfire itself! Behold!
Basically a giant boss version of the destroyed the cannons. Didn't really warn me at all. Kinda just said, here's my big gun, right?
I need to target something first.
The Citadel is breached! Gul'dan is within! I will establish a foothold here. Press forward!
So I wonder if I have to do both the first two encounters even after, because there's a quest that lets me skip a lot of this. I just have to kill, what is it, Gorefiend one more time to complete the quest.
I'm out of range. It's too far away.
That was a nice change they added in when they finally were like, okay, yeah, we'll let you skip some of the especially for guilds who are so far ahead. It's like this content is trivial for them.
I can't attack that. I don't have a target.
Alright. Whoop. Take these guys.
I need to target something first.
That's one annoying change. Oh. Hopefully I can see those guys, but for some reason I can't. I'm so high above them in terms of level. Alright. So for this boss, just gotta take out these guys. Big rockets to have the encounter start. Really, not much else to it. Especially this level.
Attack that target.
Attack him and destroy him and all that good stuff. Ooh, loot. Usually they don't drop any loot. Not really anything worth writing home about, but still. But there's the boss right there. Cormroth.
I can't attack that.
Alright, now we should be up and running any moment now. There he goes. And he is not interested in me.
Target something first.
There we go. What if I have any tier here as a demon hunter here? I'm gonna say probably not. Oh yeah, no. At least as a demon hunter, I move pretty fast, so theoretically I might be able to get through this instance pretty quickly. Just the problem is the top half is a little more time consuming. So we'll find out if it works out. I don't know, I'd say I think I prefer the original Hellfire Citadel from Burning Crusade. Don't mind me, guys. Alright. I guess.
I need to get closer. I don't have a target.
I wish I could see the rogues. They're a real pain. Oh, there they are. If I get to jump on them, they don't stun me, which is good to know. Time to take out.
It's too far away.
Good dog. Dispatch our enemies.
Turn out.
It rips. It tears. Mercy.
I got real raid boss bitch all of a sudden. Get from the villain.
I don't have a target.
Are you though? Oh, I love that sword, it's so cool. Let's see. That's pretty cool. Actually goes pretty well with my... I don't know. That part of the health doesn't, though. I know that Kill Jaden in Legion does have a... Oh, can I go this way? Yes, I can. Sweet deal. I know that in Legion, Kill Jaden does, on heroic difficulty, drop the appearance, the green appearance for my challenge set of weapons. It's basically from back during Legion, the artifact weapons, they had various appearances you could equip, and this is the appearance from the challenge mode set, which you unlocked by completing the mage tower, which was really hard. Really
too far away
in order to do it. And managed to get it, and wow, that was an accomplishment. That was really satisfying to do.
I need a target.
Apparently I can. Alright, now it's time to take out Kilrog.
Why do you resist your own blood, Ariok? Give in to your rage. Release me from these bonds, and I will show you my rage, Kilrog. I've been waiting. Choices. Come, brothers. Seize your gatherings of
wait, is it now?
I need to target something first.
This is the deadline.
That's neat. Now then. I think it's on to Gorfine. I'm pretty certain. I don't know. It's been a while since I did this instance, so I'm fairly confident it's Gorfine next. Yep, it's Gorfine next.
I need a target.
You heard the master! These trespassers have caused enough trouble!
I can't attack that target. target.
Alright. Now it's gonna go down there and fight Gorfine. The quest will be complete. Now I think there might be another quest. Let me skip right to Archimond, I think. Nah, I don't think they would do that, though. We'll find out. Huh.
I need to target something first.
And that was once an orc.
I have feasted upon 1,000 souls. Yours will be next. Each death has given me untold power. Now I unleash it upon you.
All that power isn't gonna help you much. Nice.
I never believed Gul'dan would go this far. We must press on. A portal lies within these ruins that will take us further into the Citadel.
Alright. We should go to the quest thing now. Once he's done.
The portal is ready, champions. Steel yourselves. I know not what further atrocities Gul'dan has unleashed in this place.
Oh, okay. Guess I have to go further.
There is much we can learn here.
Alright. Can't turn that quest in, that's weird.
This entire Citadel seethes with Gul'dan's corruption. A second portal is nearby. Keep his demons at bay while I break the seals and attune the portal to his location.
Can I turn my quest yet? There we go.
We will find a way through this.
Alright, now I just have to get the 4 Fel Essence for Manaroth, and then I'll be able to go to Manaroth directly.
For Azeroth.
Alright, but first, I must take out... Yeah, let's do this guy first. This one's a little trickier, and mostly it's just waiting.
Out of range.
Too late! The corruption
I need to get closer. I need a target. I need to target something first.
It doesn't get much better after we leave. That's what he's talking about.
I can't attack that.
The shadows will envelop you!
It's too far away. I need to get closer.
Protect you!
It's too far away. I'm out of
Eventually it
range.
ends. There we go.
I don't have a target.
Alright, there we go. Can't go that way.
Reach the first seal. Soon the portal will take us to Gul'dan.
Oh, can't go that way. That's right, I have to go around. Eventually I have to go down to sell some loot. Big demon dogs. I'm gonna call them one of those models unless they did update them with anticipation of loot.
I need a target.
There we go. Oh, it's over here. Oh yeah, that's right. This is the other encounter I need to do. I mean, not need to do all the encounters, but this one especially. There's no optional encounters. It's been a long time since they did optional encounters. Now it's gotta do them all.
I need to target something first.
Felon Shadow Boy. Very interesting creature this is.
All will be swallowed. No life shall remain. Servants of the void, swallow this. I tear apart and with my breath.
I don't have a target.
I see it. I can see the end.
The end of what, though? Is the next
Another
question.
seal is open. Oh, I am good.
Has nothing to do with me, right?
Closer. I need to target something first.
Alright, gotta go down here anyway.
It's too far away.
Still holding out hope, Hellspring.
I don't have a target.
Serve the Legion.
Nope, it won't.
We will never be slaves.
Gotta take this guy out. It's a really big Hellfire.
Next face your foul
The
legion.
portal is nearly complete. The next seal has been removed.
Alright.
My thanks to you. Now, leave me. I have a trophy to carve.
I feel like, is it not here? No? Guess not. Let's go back down. Oh yeah, I know I missed one area. Still have 2 more bosses, I think. Yeah, that's right. I'll have to go and look, because I don't recall seeing them anywhere. Unless I just missed it and blind as a bat, which is also possible. Take a look around. Ah yes, here we go. This is where I need to go.
I'm out of range. I need to get closer.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, it should be 2. So it's this guy, and then the Warlord Lady, then yeah, Manaroth. Yeah, I think it's just 4 boxes left. Yeah. Yep, I was correct. It's these 2. Then it's Manaroth. I don't know how close we are. It's probably just run this
too far away
until we reach the edge.
I need to get closer.
Close. And 5 minutes over. No big deal.
I need a target.
Oh yeah, I gotta take out Corvos over there.
Just a bit longer, and the binding will be complete!
And then there's... Yep, it's this guy. So take out
fools! Stop them!
Bind your friends.
I need to target something first. I can't attack that target.
Machine of some sort.
I need a target.
Expected as much. No matter. The construct is fully powered. The final binding will have to wait. For now, I believe we have a score to settle. Fleas!
Having like a total Thanos moment here. I'm like, I don't even know who you are.
Could not stop me. How do you know?
It's too far away.
I cannot control!
There's a quest this guy's called, but it's been years. I don't know.
To me!
Where's the loot box? Oh, there's the loot box.
The final seal has fallen. My work here is almost finished.
So, wait, if the final seal is down, wouldn't that mean that it could access the upper floors now? Or is that not how it works? Alright, gonna take out these portals.
I can't attack that.
4 portals. Pretty certainly have 4 portals.
I'm out of range. It's too far away. I need a target.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I can't attack that target.
Portals. Yep, there it is. Then I take out Lord Animal. That's a creepy portal. Feels like the hands are beckoning.
I don't have a target. Closer. I need to target something first. I'm out of range. I need to get closer.
I don't think I need to take those guys out. I mean, if they do aggro, it's not really much of an issue, but then this boss isn't particularly hard.
The Eridar are no strangers to war. Are you so eager to meet your end? You are getting so very frail and weak. Harbinger, restore my wounds. Enough! This is where you die. The Sovereign watches over me!
I'm out of range.
Tragedy!
There we go. now it's on to Manaroth. It's all downhill from here.
The portal is unlocked. It will take us directly to Gul'dan. Now he will pay for his crimes.
Hopefully this loops around. I'm wasting my time going down this way. Man, I see my bags is full of loot before. Or at least not have, but just not often. Okay, oh, there he is. Khadgar, by my
Knowledge
shit.
is power.
Okay, fine, be that way.
It's too far away. I need your target.
Hour is at hand. The Master comes. This is your purpose, summoners. Manaroth will be whole again.
Okay, Gul'dan. What's happening there?
I don't have a target.
Tell us
No matter where.
I've got to sell some shit once I'm done here. Where is Khadgar?
Gul'dan has fled to the Dark Portal. Quickly, champions. He has no place left to run. We will finish this. And save me his skull.
For reasons. That's disturbing.
What's up?
Crazy amount of loot.
You have foolishly rushed to your end. The Black Gate.
Glad I could help!
I think it's some tough talk from a guy hiding behind a bunch of demons.
Behold the might of the
I'm out of range.
Tremble, mortals, and despair. Doom.
I need to target something first.
I'll take that 91 silver.
Gul'dan, ready the Black Gate fire. Let the echoes of doom resound across this pristine. Has already succumbed to my command. Look upon I am the Defiler, Lord of the Burning Legion.
Light, protect us
Will
from this
feel my
atrocity.
wrath.
Grant us your strength to banish this evil.
Give up the fight. Our will is unbreakable. Forever!
There he goes. What? It's definitely skipping that cutscene. What did Archimon drop today? Unfortunately, not anything I was looking for. And no mount today. But that is the end of Hellfire Citadel. Let's see.
I got what you need! Hurry back!
Those portals. It was kind of overkill. There's not a whole lot of time, but we'll just start up, I'd say just do a little bit of ICC on my Death Knight to finish out the stream. About 8-10 minutes thereabouts. It won't get too far, but at least it's a starting point.
Something has spooked one of the Brutusos, sending it into a panic.
This
chaos is the last thing the city needs.
I won't be able to get to... Ah, yes, I have some mail. Check something too real quick. I'm trying to craft some Elementium bars. Let's see. Oops, wrong option. Yeah, so I need those. Honestly, just have those in my bag. Probably better. I should be able to craft one with all that. Oops. Find a place to forge, though. Yes, I can smelt one. Very nice. I'll have to get more fiery cores, too. Oh, forgot I had that quest. I'll save. Demon Hunter. There we go. I'll do the first boss of, at least first boss or two of Icecrown Citadel. Got a lot of fun memories of this place. I used to hit this. Never got very far in here with my guild either. I think it was like up to the Plague Wing, I think we got to. The ridiculous buff here. Not that I really need it.
This is our final stand. What happens here will echo through the ages. Regardless of outcome, they will know that we fought with honor, that we fought for the freedom and safety of our people. Remember,
this area. It was such a great finale for Wrath of the Lich King.
Steel your heart, and your soul will shine brighter than 1,000 suns. The enemy will falter at the sight of you. Fall as the light of righteousness envelops you. Our march upon Icecrown Citadel begins now.
Stand upon the hallowed ground of the Scourge. The light won't protect you, Paladin. Nothing. I will have to protect you.
Take out a few of those, just because food is always nice.
Arthas! I swore that I would see you
that
dead
you can make a lot from just selling cloth, honestly.
I'm going
especially
to
Frost.
I started at Light's Hope.
Popular choice, given it's those bags aren't exactly too expensive to make, and very popular with ults.
Darkness that will wash over this world, and
this is the beginning and the end, mortals. The day into the mass will wash over this world. As a swarm of death and destruction. Oh,
the breaking of this one.
Seems like he's dropping more gold this time.
The atrocities I have committed upon.
It seems like they've dropped less loot in 25 mode, which is really weird. Seems to be more loot per person.
But he will bow down before his king soon.
Never! I will never serve you!
You have found your way here because you are among the few gifted with true vision in a world cursed with blindness. You can see through the fog that hangs over this world like a shroud and grasp where true power lies.
Could he have survived? I will have a target.
Power of the light knows no bounds, son.
Yeah, I remember doing this encounter
His soul
so
is
many
under
times.
great strain.
My guild
but he
struggled
lives.
with this for some reason.
Fix
I don't know
your
why.
eyes upon your
It's like the healers
crude
did.
hands.
Must save him.
The soft meat, the dark blood coursing within.
Quell the unrest between the Alliance.
It is a weakness, a crippling flaw, a joke played by the creators upon their own creations.
Answer for his crime.
The sooner you come to accept your condition as a defect, the sooner you will find yourselves in a position to transcend it.
Corcrum, prepare Orgrim's hammer for its final voyage. Champions, our gunship will find a point to dock on the upper reaches.
What is this disturbance? Enough! You dare trespass upon this hallowed ground! This shall be your final resting place! Part of the Master's plan! Your end is inevitable!
Time to do the third encounter, the very bizarre gunship encounter. I remember when they nerfed a bunch of the costs for the sell price for the various crafting reagents, but for some reason Primordial Serenite remained untouched. Never understood that. Especially when it's significantly more value, like significantly easier to get than some other crafting materials.
Thank the spirits for you, brothers and sisters. The Skybreaker has already left. Quickly now, to Orgrim's hammer. If you leave soon, you may be able to catch them.
Akamagosh, brave warriors. The Alliance is in great number here. Captain Sarthang will be pleased to see you aboard Orgrim's hammer. Make haste. We will secure the area until you are ready for takeoff. Orgrim's hammer and victory.
I must say, despite how ridiculously easy the dungeons were at the time, I gotta say, I really think Wrath of the Lich King was probably my favorite cycle for WoW. I mean, I'll say that it definitely had its issues, and I might be biased because that's when I started the game, but it was honestly a good point in the game. Like, then Cataclysm changed a lot of things, and arguably not for the better.
Rise up, sons and daughters of the Horde! Today we battle a hated enemy of the Horde!
So for this encounter, you just have to, for solo, you pretty much just have to build up a bunch of heat on the cannon to be able to use ability 2, because it does a lot more damage the higher your heat on your cannon is, which you want to do, because if you don't, you can have your cannons almost immediately instantly frozen every 5 seconds, and then you waste a lot of time, and then you risk having your own ship destroyed, which is counterproductive. As you can see,
5, 4,
you can see the health
3, 2,
shows up.
1.
You do damage before the encounter even starts. Yep. The ship spawns almost immediately destroyed. A little glitchy, a little weird, but I'm glad they never fixed it. Actually makes this farming much easier.
You will know our business soon. Corcron, annihilate
And no, we're not gonna do the next encounter because it's like 2 minutes of Sarfang just talking about his son and all that. I don't really have time for that. Oh, I completed the set. Ooh, nice. Didn't realize I hadn't completed that set before. Because I have the achievement for this. Huh, that was weird. Alright, sell some stuff and leave the instance, and we'll wrap up. How much gold you actually get from this? Just because how little loot you get.
Oh, do I have a deal for
so
you?
much more from like Hellfire Citadel. Let's resume that later, or reactivate the Rave Lock next week potentially. I haven't really fully decided what I'm going to be streaming yet, but it's going to be a game. That much I can tell you. Huh. Wow. This stuff's all still here. That's surprising. Again, I wasn't in there for too long, but yeah, that's pretty much it for now. No mounts, unfortunately, but, you know, it's a fun little raid crawl, trying to spice things up. I just want to say again, thank you for all the support and all the donations so far that have benefited the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. Every little bit helps, especially now in this very strange and unusual times we live in on account of COVID. So, every little bit helps, and just from the bottom of my heart, thank you. So, until next week, I'm Hawk, and I will see you next time.